Hello everyone. Today I'll be unboxing this Android head unit that I purchased from Joying. It's for my 1 series that I purchased off auction online. It's a 2006 118i, so it's a petrol model. It has some issues with its stereo, the LCDs busted. So I decided to give it a makeover and upgrade to an Android head unit. I got this car from an online auction where you can find hundreds of cars in different makes and models. And when I find a car that I like, I do my research, set my budget, and place a bid. Okay, so on to the unboxing. First impression is that you see the box is relatively simple. It's very compact. So good on you, Joying, for not wasting more trees than you should have. Or maybe I spoke too soon because you can see here there's a box within a box. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward this part of the video because it feels like I'm opening a Russian babushka doll. So opening this box, you can see it's tightly packed. Okay, the first one you see here is the GPS receiver. Just taking it off the packet, you can see there's a good length of wire, also standard cable. And the actual receiver itself, it feels solid, feels heavy. Not sure whether that's a magnetized one. Okay, so the next one you see here is the microphone. It's got a good length wire, meaning you have options to position the microphone anywhere inside the car. You can put it just above the A-pillar or just behind the rear view mirror. It comes with a mini headphone jack, and the microphone itself is covered with foam. And removing it, you can see it's a multi-directional microphone. Okay, the next is they also provided you with 2 extra plastic connector tabs. So maybe if you happen to damage one, you can replace it with another. Okay, the last item in this side of the box is the LCD screen. I decided to go with a 6-inch screen model because of budget constraints, but later on I regretted that decision. But overall, the quality of the screen is good. You can see that Joying branding in the front there. It also has a nice glass finish to it. As far as the design of the screen goes, you can see these 4 yellow tabs. It has a corresponding receptacle on the actual head unit. It's actually screwed in so you can adjust how high or how low the monitor sits on the dashboard. Okay, moving on to the second box, you can see here the main head unit. It's neatly wrapped in plastic, but if you notice, there are no protective foam layers, just like what we have in the LCD screen. I suppose that's okay because this is all made of metal. What I like about this is that it comes built in with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Obviously, this is more expensive than the standard non-Apple CarPlay or Android Auto model, which is why I had to give up screen size over this feature. And by the way, they also provide you with a metal bracket for a single DIN frame kit, which needs to be purchased separately. At the back of the head unit, you can see the various input jacks for all sorts of accessories. For example, you might want to install a reverse camera or an auxiliary audio input. This is where you can plug it in. And finally, the last item that comes in the box is this ISO wiring harness. One end of this wiring harness plugs in directly to the head unit, and then on the other end, you have the standard ISO connector. It has connectors for your audio speakers, your main power line, your steering wheel control, and the antenna power. Now, since this is a universal type head unit, there are a few extra things that you need to buy separately if you want to connect this to your 1 series. I'll list them out in the description box below so you can refer to them later. The first thing you need to get is the ISO-Quadlock wiring adapter. As you can see in this demo right here, one end of the wiring adapter connects into the ISO wiring harness supplied with the head unit, while the other end connects into your wiring harness in the car. So it should be a fairly straightforward install as long as you have the right ISO-Quadlock wiring adapter. The second item you need to get separately is a single DIN frame kit specifically made for your E87. In my case, the frame kit I got comes bundled with an antenna connector and a quad lock adapter. But later on, I found out that this quad lock adapter is not suitable for my head unit, so I have to purchase a separate one. An optional item that you might want to buy is a USB flush mount connector. In my case, I replaced the cigarette lighter with this USB connector, so it's a neat install. And then at the same time, it's easily accessible to the driver instead of having the USB cable terminate at the glove box. The last item you need to buy is the Canbus Adapter, or also known as the steering wheel control. This is so that you can continue to use the buttons on the steering wheel to control the Android head unit. And that's everything I have for you in this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to tune in next time, because on my next video, I'll share with you some tips and tricks about my install process and give this project a DIY ability score. If you find this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and finally consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification icon so you don't miss any of my future updates.